You're watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.
Welcome to Chiller Theater. Starring Ned the Dead, Dr. Moreau, featuring Werewolf in a girl's dormitory. Ladies and gentlemen, Ned the Dead.
Hey everybody, it's Chiller Theater, and you know, they're always after me. Ned, bark some. You know, I bark. My voice gets beat up, my brain gets frazzled. You know, my hands are tired, smacking the plank. They say, oh, well, we'll open the show and we'll all bark. And I start the show and I go, okay. You know what? And then they go, as though, you know what, you guys don't put out any energy. And then, you know, yet, oh, Ned, come on, do more barking. You do more barking. Let's have a rousing bark, and then we'll really begin. Are you ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Sounds like a group of people trapped in a culvert. They're trapped beneath the Highway 47 in Appleton. They crawled under that horrible culvert. All right, everybody, that's what happens. This, my friends, is Chiller Theater. It's the show where bad stuff happens, and we just keep on rolling, baby. It's the story of Chiller Theater. We do stuff that most shows would stop. We don't stop. It's Chiller Theater. We run movies that are gnarly. It's Chiller Theater. Coming up, my friends, it's my big friend, Doc Moreau. It's Doc Moreau's movie lore. He's going to tell you all about Werewolf in a Girl's Dorm. Roll it, Doc, or what?
Let me put on my serious film critic's hat for a second to mention how Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory is a precursor of the Italian film subgenre giallo, containing such themes as very pretty young women in danger and a mysterious unseen killer. And, well, it goes without saying, there's also a werewolf. Unfortunately, not much of a dormitory. No panty raids or pillow fights. Sorry about that. It stars the lovely Barbara Lass, the first wife of controversial film director Roman Polanski. Also this guy, Luciano Pagozzi. You can see why they called him the Italian Peter Lorre. And Ned the Dead fans, remember actor Mel Wells from Little Shop of Horrors and She-Beast? That's his voice that's been dubbed in speaking English for the police detective on the case. Hey, did I mention Barbara Lass? Sex and the City fans may agree that she resembles a young Kim Cattrall, only with even more amazing eyes. This guy may seem kind of familiar to the older kids out there. You know how Clint Eastwood went overseas to make Italian movies? Kirk Loewens did the opposite, working most of his career in the U.S. in our TV and movies, including appearances on General Hospital and such shows from Mission Impossible, Hogan's Heroes, the original Battlestar Galactica, to most recently ER and Cold Case. And don't forget the luminescent hotness of Barbara Lass. I know I won't. Love the lore, Ned.
Hey everybody, that's Doc Moreau's movie lore. He knows it all. He studies, he reads that stuff. You know, you gotta wonder about dudes like him. He sits in the basement and he does that, and he wears nothing but lederhosen. Very, very unusual. All right, everybody, let's go see TV.
There was a groove in school. There was a groove in school.
Man, he looks more like Peter Lorre than Peter Lorre does.
You're right. Hey, you know the secret of doing a great Peter Lorre impression?
No.
Pinch your nose and read this.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I pinched my left testicle.
Brilliant!
3, 4, 1.
Yes, who are you? What do you want? I'm Julian Olcott. The director is expecting me. Enter, please. Thank you.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Be calm.
1.
Wolf doesn't bother anyone. I'm Walter, the caretaker. I'm pleased to meet you. The studio of the director is in front of that court at left. Down there in front? At the left. Give me your suitcase. Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
They're not very motivated.
She's doing it wrong. It should be 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go, girls.
2.
It's a pleasure for you, too, isn't it, teacher?
Quickly, please take her to the infirmary and make room so that she can get some air.
Look, she can't even look at a new man without fainting dead away.
I'm sure she's pretending.
That one? I've known that one for a long time, way before she faked it.
Mary has a marvelous ability for always being in trouble.
Love has never killed anyone. She's just found a way to make it pay plenty for her. Beautiful.
I don't think that's the reason she did it.
Then what do you think it is? Only a man can make Mary pass out. She's bound to recover in the infirmary so she can go out tonight.
You are Julian Olcott, sir?
Yes, I am.
I am Leonore MacDonald.
I'm very glad to know you.
The director is expecting you.
Thank you.
Julian Olcott, correct?
Yes, that's right.
How do you do?
Pleasure. Dr. Benson told me to see you, and here I am.
Dr. Benson is an old friend. He wrote to me. I've been expecting you. Sit down, please.
Thank you. There's something I should tell you.
Please, sit down, Doctor. Yes, Dr. Olcott. I know everything. Benson explained it to me, and he also said you were acting in good faith.
That's very kind of you. You know the court of law has found me to be innocent.
I know. So here you'll just be Professor Julian Olcott, and the past shall be of no importance.
Thank you. It's very good of you.
You don't have to thank me. Thank our mutual friend, Dr. Benson. I hope you'll be comfortable here. Our institute is not a house of punishment. The girls are given a chance here by the generosity of our benefactors. Without this institute, the majority of them would be in some state reformatory. We are trying to give them work and an education and put them back on the right road. No one is ill-treated here, but your job will not be an easy one.
Very good. I shall do my best because it's also important to me to find myself.
Surely, the past can become a nightmare unless we can free ourselves of it.
I quite agree, but don't call me Shirley.
Sir, while I was coming here, I saw a girl who had just fainted.
Oh, that's Mary Smith. Don't be concerned because she's just coming of age.
I hope the future will be better.
Yes. But you must remember that here you are not a doctor anymore, but just a professor of science.
Of course, I won't forget.
Look, he has pinched his left testicle.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have the voice right.
If you'll come along, I'll show you your quarters. Ah, thank you very much. This way, please, Professor.
Sandy. You hear the wolves? The other day, the farmers had to kill 2 of them. The people are going mad with fear.
If I were Mary, I would be frightened.
Look there.
Mary! She means trouble, so why bother? It's better to forget her. Let her go if she wants to. Look.
It's Leonore. She sees Mary, but why doesn't she try to stop her?
She's the one who doesn't want to be seen. Funny if she had a lover.
A lover? And who could it possibly be? Maybe it's that new professor that just arrived here today.
If it is, I can understand it. He's pretty good looking.
Any man looks good to you.
Skank, slut, hoe, cow.
Told you should never be here at night.
Let me go. Don't touch me, pig. You've got your money. Let me go, or tomorrow I'll spill everything. About you and about him. Let me go.
Get easy or you'll be sorry. I want you in one piece.
I came here only because of the promise you made. Leave me alone. I came here because I want something.
What is it you want now? But I've given you everything.
Money, jewels,
chlamydia.
And so who needs it if I have to stay walled in here? Make your promise good to get me out. You wanted a little love on the sly? Then find me a way out of this pig pen tomorrow night. Do you hear? Tomorrow night.
No, Mary. You know very well the court has sentenced you, so only the court can possibly free you, Mary.
My body for a middle-aged over-sexphonier. Now you expect to get off the hook. No, you don't.
Aren't you forgetting, Mary, that you have the letters? The letters. When you give them to me, I'll free you.
They're burned. Remember, they're important proof. Very important. So careful.
No, wait. Something can be done. Wait.
You won't keep me waiting. Or tomorrow you're finished at this school.
Mary, wait. Wait. I'll think of something. Sheena. Sheena. Sheena.
You really are corrupt, Alfred.
No. It's not about her again. Not this time. It's now something horrible, Sheena.
I saw. You're a beast, not a man, my dear, so go to the devil.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything. I'm not with that girl anymore, it's true. She's blackmailing me. The letters. The letters. Yesterday, I wrote a letter to her that can be a disgrace to me.
You're not only thoroughly miserable, Alfred, you're without a doubt a pitiful imbecile.
But I didn't sign them, never. They can't possibly suspect they're mine.
You fool! How far do you think you would go if everyone knew what you really are, Sir Alfred Whiteman?
I know it, Sheena. You're right.
Hey, everybody, it's Chiller Theater. Come on back in, my friend. Here you go, Big Doc. What's the matter, man? What's the smell?
I don't know. It's kind of like, oh yeah, baloney.
Like the horrible meat puppet that's up on the thing here?
It's a remnant
There
from
it
our
is.
association with the Duane Asylum.
That is correct, everybody. We had a lot of fun last week, a couple of weeks ago, enjoying the baloney toss and all those things. These are things to look forward to right here on Chiller Theater. Now, what do you think about tonight's movie?
Werewolf in a Girls' Dormitory.
It's all good, my friend. To be a lycanthropist, got to be an important thing, doesn't
Nice.
it? Thank you.
Nicely done,
No,
sir.
and you know what? Lycanthropist is one of those things. It just flows off the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it together. Lycanthropist. You know, see, well, you use the pus suffix and I use the other one. I like yours better. Let's do it your way.
Werewolf with a skin condition.
Lycanthropist. That's exactly right. With a really big, quit talking out there now. Man, we doing the show, they're talking. What is this? What happens around here? It used to be where they'd come and they'd sit and they'd watch and they'd help. Now they just talk as though, it's what's wrong with society. Pretty soon they'll be using their cell phones, beep, beep, beep. Oh, man. Pretty
Man
soon
down.
the set will be falling apart. Look what
Next
happens.
thing you know.
You guys do that and bad things happen. Once again, Chiller Theater, the show where you keep on rolling. Well, how many other shows are going to keep on rolling when the set falls apart? Not that many. Or what?
You're You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Greatest toy you've ever seen, and his name is Mr. Machine. He is real, and for you he is ideal, and his name is Mr. Machine.
His outside is clear. You can see every gear, the brightest, biggest gears ever seen.
Mr. Machine!
He talks. No, he squawks as he walks. Along the ground and round and round and round. You can take him apart, every gear and nut. But you can put him together and build him up. Wind him. Go on. You can't break the spring, but listen. Hear him ring?
Here he comes, greatest toy you've ever seen, and his name is Mr. Machine. He is real, and for you he's real, and his name is Mr. Machine, Mr. Machine, Mr. Machine!
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey everybody, we're back on the old upsetting Chiller Theater. Do you realize that I start every segment with "Hey everybody"? Hey everybody. You know, I mean, that's the only TV show in the world where people don't just start talking about what it is they have to talk about. They greet. We're greeters. We greet them up each and every time. We greet them up nice. You know what I mean? Because I think people, they watch the shows, they don't get greeted up nice. You know, the show goes on, and I don't think they feel like they've been greeted up nice.
Ah.
Do you? I mean, when you come to a house, you go to someone's house for brats and beans or whatever, you get greeted up nice when you go in, don't you?
Yeah.
They greet you up nice.
Yeah, especially if you bring, bring us a little something.
Yeah, if you're bringing wine or a captain or something like that, they greet you up real nice.
Hey.
Tell you what, a big 2-liter bottle of captain, they greet you up real nice at that point.
They may slam the door in your face, but...
No, they greet you
glad
up.
to
And
see
that's
you.
why I like to greet the people up when we hit the air here. I like to say, hey everybody, how you doing at Chiller Theater? That way when they're greeted up nice, I think they feel better about
And
themselves.
good job for tracking us down.
Oh, that's right.
In my report from the coroner, he said the girl was assaulted by wolves, and she died as a result of the injuries inflicted.
But she could have had a meeting with a man a little before her death. I don't believe it could have been the wolves.
A girl who wanders out at night into the forest. And, Professor, she was alone, mind you. Not to mention the probable rendezvous with someone could very easily have been attacked by wolves.
Poor girl. It's a terrible disgrace to be destroyed after years of work. I fear that the good name of our institute will be compromised.
We can't be concerned about the Institute's good name. In a case like this, sir.
Here's Sir Alfred Whiteman.
Sir Alfred, something horrible has happened.
Sir Alfred, I believe you know this girl.
Yes. I believe I've seen her, of course, at some time. May I leave now, please? What has occurred has upset me very much. Excuse me.
Sir Alfred, will you join us, sir, for a minute or so, for I have to complete my report. Purely a formality, of course.
Sir Alfred, you degenerate old sleazebag.
The last one's barely cold, and he's ready to mac on the next one.
Sir Alfred? Sir Alfred? Sir Alfred, if you want to go soon, we can finish in a few minutes. I can sympathize with you, but I can't avoid the formalities.
Of course.
Priscilla, what are you doing here? You'll be late to your next study hall. You must go quickly. Why are you waiting?
I thought I'd forgotten my notebook, Professor. Walter, is the director in his office? I have to see him immediately.
Why do you have to see him?
It's personal. It's none of your business.
It would be profitable to get together with me just a little. Give me a chance.
I don't bargain with your kind.
Oh, stay away from that one, Walter.
Yeah, keep it up, and you'll be doing a great Peter Lorre impression.
Oh, my right testicle.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Mr. Swift, I found something of Mary's.
What's that? Sit down. Tell me everything.
This morning by post, there arrived a letter for Mary.
Yes?
I opened it. There were only a few words. Mary is blackmailing someone, and in this letter they're threatening her.
From whom is this letter?
There isn't any name.
Mary and blackmail. May I see the letter?
No, I left it in the dresser in the dormitory.
We shall have to call back the inspector. Tommy, call the inspector and ask him to come over as soon as possible. Perhaps the letter has no connection with the death of Mary. However, we cannot ignore it.
No, a blackmailer is not an assassin. They tell me they've legally established that she was torn up by an animal, but we're not very certain you have told us the truth.
The letters are here. I only said that someone was blackmailing Mary.
Let's see them. Well, have they just vanished?
But they were here. I put them here a few minutes ago.
What do you hope to gain with this bad hoax, girl? But let's not waste energy by telling lies and by alarming us. I have fair grounds to arrest you. Excuse me, Director.
You must believe me, Mr. Swift. It was here. Who could have taken it? Whoever did must have known that I left the letter.
Don't be
here.
malicious and accuse your companions just because you can't deliver this letter. You are the only one who has seen this letter, and we have to believe your words.
And my report doesn't count at all for you.
It's not for me. It's the police who need the facts. You better return now. I understand that you're upset about the death of your friend. However, I cannot excuse your conduct.
Mary was just assassinated. No one will convince me she was torn up by wolves.
Charge representing the body and blood. Good. We'll leave this lesson as it is for today and pick it up on Tuesday. Please go now.
Get out of my sight.
I hate you all.
Done. You want to come in? No, I want to speak to the professor. Okay. Professor, excuse me.
What do you want, Priscilla?
I want to speak to you a moment.
But of course. Something you need to know?
Have you seen Mary's body?
Slender, firm,
perky, smoking.
Yes.
Why didn't I and the other girls get a chance to see it before the burial?
Maybe it's better that you remember her the way you last saw her.
You know the story of the wolves.
Way I heard it, Wolf was played by the oboe.
What do you mean?
But those scratches, those wounds, were they made by a wolf?
To my knowledge, this has not yet been confirmed. And I don't have any actual reason to doubt it.
Why did you come to instruct here? You're not from Burnsville.
No, from another town. And I didn't choose it, this place. It was my destiny, not my ambition to accept. Wish something else right now?
No, I felt you might know something about the death of Mary, but I see you won't tell me anything.
Priscilla, what are you doing here?
Shh, Sandy, help me. I must open this dresser of Mary.
But why?
Get a move on. See if you can try to open it.
One key's the same as another. If this one can make it.
Force it. There they are. Take it. Mary, I need you, and you can have anything you want, but I must see you. And please reply very quickly in person. I embrace you, my love. Not even signed. And also this one.
Read it. Read it.
No, not yet. No one must ever see this, because I know which one murdered Mary. I know the man.
Yes. It's very difficult to understand, but now that you've been with us here for a week, what's your impression?
Well, I don't think these girls are any more difficult than others of their age.
Perhaps you're right, but these have found the bitterness of life much too early.
Yes, I must agree with you, even without knowing them as well as you do. Tell me, that one, for instance. What's she done? Why is she here?
She was convicted of attempted homicide. She was living with that poor Mary in town. One night a sailor was trying to beat Mary, almost strangled her. Then Priscilla, defending her friend, almost killed the sailor.
Now I understand. That's why the news of Mary's sudden death touched her so deeply.
Yes. As the girls are alone here, a friendship like this can sometimes be their only consolation.
And where's the hard cash?
He'll pay you after. Maybe he'll give you more because he likes you.
I?
Yes, you. I do believe that money makes a person do anything, don't you? It's tough for a girl to resist the fancy notion of cash when she needs it, hmm? Good dog. Stop it. It's a friend. I was expecting you.
Nice. I love a girl in a trench coat.
You like when a girl wears a trench coat?
No, I like what they're not wearing under the trench coat.
Where do we have to go?
You'll see. Are you afraid of the wolves?
No.
Come on, let's go. Watch the house well, Wolf. Quickly, we can't afford to be seen by anybody. Come on, we haven't far to go.
Is this where it was, Walter?
What do you mean?
Is this where they found Mary?
How would I know?
Hey, everybody. I greet him up nice. I greet him up nice.
Hi.
And then we move
Hi.
in. Yeah, see, if you started greeting them up, let's do it that way. I'll say, hey, everybody, and then you do your greeting them up nice. Then they get double greeted up nice. You ready? Here we go. Hey, everybody. Hi. Get greeted up nice. You know, I think that's the way everyone should start from now on. Let's do it one more time. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
No, hi.
Hi.
That was hi, wasn't it? Come on. What are you doing one time?
Like I'm talking to Aunt B.
Well, it is fun, Aunt B.
Hi.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
That crew likes that one. They like that one.
It felt good, too.
Yeah,
it felt good.
Didn't it? It feels good.
Yeah.
All right, now.
You know, it looks good.
What's that?
Priscilla in the trench coat. I don't
tell
know.
ya.
Priscilla's on the case. I feel better now.
No, I like a woman in a trench coat.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even make trench coats anymore. You remember that? London fog? Wasn't that what they were called?
Yeah.
The big trench coats? You can get yourself a trench coat.
I think the dormitory has only one trench coat, and the girls go out one at a time.
Well, that's
I
fine.
suspect.
That's all right with me. I'll tell you, as long as they go out, I don't care if they're one at a time or a big group of them. You know what I'm saying? If the girls in the dorm, they're going out, that's what you want, you know? Did you ever find yourself in a girls' dormitory when you were a college student?
Yeah, a time or two.
Did you? Yeah, I bet you did. Like, did they know you were there?
That reminds me, there's no panty rating or anything going on in this movie. It's a very disappointing dormitory.
Yeah, Doc, that's true. Thanks for bringing up panties here on the show. That's an awful later. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Panties, everybody.
Hi.
I'll tell you what, it's all good all the time here on Panty Theater.
No.
Hi, I'm your host, Panty Waist, and this is our friend Paul Panty.
Hi.
That's in fact in Green Bay where they take all the used underwear to Paul's Panties. Woo! Hello, goodbye.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. I'm not reading this off any paper. Of course, you know that, because you know me. I'm talking right from here. It's the only way I know. I'm Gerald Ford. I don't know who you. Most of all, he has something I like very much in every human being: simplicity and honesty. Because I really believe he's an honest man. That's why I Gerald Ford. And that's why I hope that, I don't know. Please think about it. It's so important.
Do you want a man for president who's seasoned through and through, but not so doggone seasoned that he won't try something new? A man who's old enough to know
and young enough to do.
Well, it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you. Do you like a man who answers straight, a man who's always fair? We'll measure him against the others, and when you compare, you cast your vote for Kennedy and a change that's overdue. So it's up to you, it's up to you, it's strictly up to you. Kennedy, 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 for me. Kennedy, 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 Kennedy,
Fellow countrymen, hear me shout. I've got the whole thing figured out. What the country needs is more moonlight, more kisses and sighs, more little white lies, like lovers love to coo. What the country needs is more romance, more flowers in spring, more people who sing, I love you, I do.
What the country needs is more moonlight, more kissing and hugs, more cutting up rugs, and skiddly-bit, hip, oh, babe.
What the country needs is more moonlight,
More feminine charms.
in masculine arms. That's just what the country needs. That's just what the country needs.
I'm Ned the Dead, and I approve this message.
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
7-Up is all action. No matter what the time or place, let's keep up with that happy pace. Get real action, 7-Up your thirst away. Get real action, 7-Up your thirst away. Say life's great, all of it, with 7-Up. Let's make a ball of it with 7-Up.
Any thirst you can get, 7-Up can quench quickly, completely. It restarts the natural moisture in your mouth. 7-Up is all action.
With 7-Up, you'll quench your thirst. With 7-Up, you'll quench it first. Get real action, 7-Up. 7-Up, 7-Up your thirst away.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, friends.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Hi. I love this. We're greeting them up nice. This week, that's the premise of our show, is Chiller Theater, Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau greeting them up nice. You know what I mean? It's like grilling them up nice. Up nice is just a cool way to put things. Hey, hey, honey, what are you doing over there? Propping them up nice? That's right. Pulling them out nice, honey? You know, it just plays all over the place. It can relate to food. It can relate to greetings. It can relate to things that you do. Right here, I'm propping them up nice, if you know what I mean. That's, sadly, I can. That's getting, you know what? I quit smoking again. But do you notice how friendly I've been?
Yeah.
That's because I've been eating in smoking's place, and that's working out nice for me. Because, boy, I'm just in one horrible health rage at a time, probably. But I've been very friendly, yet getting fatter by the minute. You know what I'm saying? I know, I'm hungry now. Well, dude, I think, you know what? I got to the point where I just decided you just can't smoke anymore. You know what I mean? You can't. You can't smoke and expect to be healthy. So now I just eat every second. And it's okay. It's been nice. I actually suck the funk out of the Twinkie. Twinkie funk sucking. That is nice right there, baby. Say that a few times fast. Funk sucking? No. Go ahead. Say that. Repeat that to yourself, but don't say it out loud, kids. Say it real fast. Funk sucking. Funk sucking. Try that one. See what happens. Try it back there to yourselves, guys. Let's see what happens. All right, good, good. Don't say it out loud, just to yourselves. Look, he crossed over. I'm sucking. I love that.
That was a near thing.
That's right. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
It's funk sucking, everybody, here on Chiller Theater.
Maybe we can get some of that in our tacos.
I believe we can. Oh, and I'm getting hungry. All right, everybody, we're going to head and watch more television. Then we'll come back here and watch more of this kind of television.
Bye.
Yeah.
Come on. He's expecting you. Go. Go on, girl. Go on. He's waiting for you.
Don't be afraid.
You're Gina Whiteman.
You expected to find my husband, am I right? Stop it. Take this. This is so you would have a worthwhile reason for coming here. To me, you're another common slut, just like all the others. And as of now, it's finished between you and my husband.
Whiteman. It was your husband. Now it's clear to me.
What's clear to you, you little tart? You're all alike. You're all ready to sell yourselves.
Yes, but not to be killed. Your husband has killed Mary Smith because she received this.
No. My husband is perhaps a philanderer, but he's not an assassin.
Then I'll explain all this to the police.
I warn you, girl, you'd better not be foolish, or I'll be forced to appeal to the dogs.
That wouldn't help you at all. All the other letters are securely hidden, in case they find me like my friend, attacked by the wolves.
Where are the other letters? Do you have them?
Those letters will be delivered to the police. I only want to know who's written them.
Oh, that's the reason you came here.
Yes, that's the reason, even if you don't believe me.
Sit down. I believe you, but also you must listen to me. For a long time I've been watching my husband. He's a strange man. He's a sadist. Everyone else believes he's a respectable person. And he's not even faithful. It's true. It's true the other night he had an appointment with that Mary. I followed him, intending to interrupt them and put an end to it once and for all. They met each other, and when Alfred left her, I know that girl was alive, still living. But suddenly, there occurred something horrible. It wasn't my husband who killed your friend, and it was not the wolves. There was a moon. I saw that the assassin didn't run away immediately. He remained in almost a contortion for some moments on the bridge before going, and it was then that I was able to recognize him.
Who's there?
Where?
Over there. There was someone at the window.
Oh, it was that caretaker who brought you here.
Who do you say is the murderer?
I don't want to tell you. Not now, anyway. It's better that you keep your nose out of this filthy mess. The letters and all the rest. Also that poor girl. Her name would be covered with mud. Let her rest in peace.
But she was assassinated.
Another dirty scandal would be the final ruin of us all, and certainly wouldn't bring back to life your Mary.
Do you still love your husband?
Yes.
To the point of killing one of his lovers?
Why?
Why? Phi.
Hi, bye.
Guy pie.
All guys like pie.
Ooh.
What sort of a person do you think I am?
The dogs. You didn't say anything to them. If they'd find me killed by them, they'd believe it was the wolves.
You are really stupid. I've been foolish to confide in you.
Calm down. What are you doing here at this hour?
Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
But I can respond to that. I'm fixing traps to free the forest from the wolves.
In a certain sense, we were doing the same thing.
What do you have to tell?
Oh, nothing. Were you the one that was following me, Professor?
No. Absolutely. Why?
I don't know. It seemed like someone was following me.
Come on, I think I'd better go back with you to the Institute.
I'm certainly safer going with you than going alone.
Priscilla, I'm sorry, but I have to make a report. You were told not to come here.
Make it. You don't have to worry about me.
You're a strange girl.
Is that a compliment?
Oh, perhaps.
You're too pessimistic. Even if life is hard, it's worthwhile living it. You must believe in something.
I believe that life is hard.
Yes, yes.
Don't be afraid. It's only a wolf that must have just fallen into one of my traps.
You have to go?
Yes. Excuse me, it's really necessary. You know, the wolves know how to free themselves and escape with a broken foot.
Oh. Don't be worried. I'm almost there already. Professor?
Yes?
The report?
Don't worry about it. I won't say anything to anybody about it this time. I won't even ask you what you were doing out at this hour. You see, I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Priscilla.
Professor? Is it you?
Hey! Hi! No, I meant, hey, everybody.
Hey, hi.
I know, I lost it. All right, we'll pretend like we're starting again. You ready? Hey, everybody. Hi! There we go. Welcome back to Chiller Theater, everybody. You know, my husband, a strange man, he's a sadist.
Yeah?
That does, you know, it's not a term that gets used that often anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No, they play for San Diego?
They do.
The sadists?
I think that is
I
the
don't
San
recall
Diego
that team.
sadist.
Yeah.
That's I have one of their players in fantasy football, I believe. The one with the horrible ball gag and the awful assless chaps. That's the one. Yeah, I'm starting him this week in fantasy sadism. It's kind of a new. Wouldn't that be awesome if you had like a fantasy kind of a icky fantasy league that didn't involve sport but involves stuff like that? You know, oh yeah, this week I'm starting the dude with the horrible little whip and the sock that covers the skadingwam. You know, that would be all good. I like that. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like your help.
All
if you
right,
could.
sure. No problem.
I must warn you, there's some danger involved.
All right.
We're going against protocol by cold starting my new astrometer.
All right.
If you could just give me a buddy bump here. Okay.
Excuse me? Pardon me?
Just a tap.
A buddy bump?
Yeah. There you go. Thanks a lot. Isn't that nice?
That was what that was all about there?
Oh,
That whole thing?
yeah.
Give you a buddy bump?
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let's go.
Thanks.
Here, I'll show you what a real buddy bump's all about. My friend. Here we go.
You're watching Ned the Dad's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Now, from Milton Bradley, it's
You take a card and put it in a rack. If you don't want it, put it back. Very first player to make a run says, what fun!
That's Racco, Milton Bradley's great card game for 2, 3, or 4 players of any age. Get
What fun!
And here's another great fun game from Milton Bradley.
Easy money, easy money. You buy some land and houses too. You make it rich from the rent, or you'll be flat broke when the mortgage is due. Either way, it's fun when you play easy money, easy money.
Easy Money and Racco, 2 good reasons that
Milton Bradley makes the best games in the world.
Get Racco
And easy money from MB.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
everybody.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? It's the old Chiller Theater. All right, you know, they always had the old wives' tale about the size of a man's astrometer. Is that what it's called, an astrometer?
An astrometer.
Thank you,
Very
an
good.
astrometer. Now, here, he takes out his brand new astrometer, nice one, big one, hands me this little sucker right here. Now, what does this tell you, ladies or gentlemen? What does this, anybody? What does this tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Does this make any kind of statement? You know, because this is the kind of thing, as someone who's, 5'5" my whole life, and then he hands me over the dinky little unit, and I accept it like,
Oh, no problem. Here you go,
Thank
everybody.
you.
That's great, thanks. Oh, you have a big, beautiful astrometer.
Well, thank you.
Mine's smaller. It doesn't really function as well. But I'd still hold it, and it'll still show it in public, but it really doesn't work quite as well as yours, and nobody seems to be as happy with it as they are with yours, even though they say it really doesn't matter, but I think they're kidding, because I think they like that one better.
Sheena was all to me. A companion both good and kind and devoted.
Seems she was attacked by a monster, one of the girls from the Institute, and she was saved by a dog.
One of the girls saw this. She said his right arm was torn open by the dog.
The police have to inspect each and every man in these.
Absolutely.
The police are asleep here. We'll have to try and find it ourselves. Certainly. Brownsville will not lay down. We'll find him.
Yes, we'd better act before he strikes again. We don't want him to get hold of one of our children.
Sherry. Okay, talk.
She's still in the infirmary. The dresser, we didn't find anything.
You must. You have to find them. If I don't recover those letters, I cannot rest.
Look at that man. His right arm isn't functioning.
He's the caretaker of the Institute.
Sir Alfred. The girl was attacked right in the vicinity of the guardhouse.
Certainly it's him. Come on, what are we waiting for?
Careful. Don't move. He mustn't get out of here. He must account for what he has done.
Stop it! You're all going mad. Let go of that knife. Walter, nobody's going to do you any harm. Now let him pass through.
The man's hand. Look, men. Look at his hand.
This man has no scar on his hand. His hand has been like this since he was born. Now we're leaving. Step aside.
It's all right, Walter.
They're just basic, simple, down-to-earth people.
You know, morons.
Come on, go on and sit down. Nothing is happening. Get going, boys.
What were you doing with Sir Alfred?
Nothing, Dr. Spread. Why?
Return to the Institute. These people could do you great harm.
Yes, sir.
But why are you crying? It's all in the past now. Calm yourself. Here you are protected.
Yes. But it isn't that.
And what is all this?
Sheena Whiteman.
Sheena? Is this what's troubling you? Tell me why. You must have faith in me, Priscilla. You know that you can trust me.
Finally. They wouldn't even let me in here. They told me I mustn't stay long. Oh, excuse me. I'm not disturbing you.
No. I was just telling the professor how very pleased I am to see him.
Priscilla.
But at this point, it's better to say it all. Right, Professor?
Sir Alfred, we've been risking our reputation for him. Just what am I to do? This whole story repulses me.
In saving him, you saved the reputation of the Institute.
Come in. Sandy, what is it?
I must speak to you. It's something terrible.
Well, what is it? So speak.
I know who the monster is.
What's that?
Julian Olcott, the professor of science. He's a badly damaged arm.
This is not enough proof to even mention.
Mary was murdered the night of his arrival. It's him, and he's in the infirmary with Priscilla talking to
Go and call Professor Olcott now, and don't tell anyone what you just said to me.
But I...
Listen, if your suspicions are correct, I shall call the police. Now go ahead. Tommy, call Professor Olcott immediately.
I cannot tell you too often, but I must have those letters.
With pleasure, Sir Alfred. If the letters are still here in the Institute, I'll find them.
Good.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes. What, in your opinion, happened in the woods?
Well, I believe it has to do with a lycanthropist.
In other words, a sort of werewolf.
Exactly.
Please explain this to me further.
What is this? An interrogation?
Better to tell me than the police, don't you think?
Yes, of course. Well, you know of my career as a doctor. It was terminated by a tragic incident. I was working for Dr. Benson at the mental hospital for the criminally insane. There was a girl. She was accused of homicide. But the poor girl could not absolutely recall killing anyone. She seemed perfectly normal. I must add,
she was built like a brick outhouse.
Hooters, gams, booty, the whole package.
I was in love with her.
Continue, please.
In a full moon, she would behave in a very strange way. She would lose complete control of herself and transform absolutely. And her face was like a beast's. Professionally, I wanted to try to help her. And after a certain time, I discovered a temporary antidote. And it's so difficult, actually, without my using the medical terms to explain
I've
this
always
to
been
you.
interested in medicine, and I think I could follow you.
The pituitary gland controls the function of the hormones, influencing the sexual organs and the thyroid. And as a direct reaction, it can cause a psychophysical transformation. My colleagues refuted this theory of mine, and I had proven it unequivocally. For example, at every lunar cycle, the pituitary gland acts strangely and becomes enlarged. at the start of the transformation. Our psychocontrols upset the balance of the neuroglandular system, causing incredible distortions in the skin, hair, and teeth. In this state, the patient cannot be saved. I was successful with the extract of the brain of a wolf while I was experimenting on her. One night, she gave herself an overdose. Perhaps I made it too strong. And the police then accused me of killing her. Do you want to know more?
In observing the body of Mary, did you feel the crime was committed by a lycanthropus?
Yes. I'm almost sure about it. I continued my studies in this matter.
And this led you to other discoveries. Is it possible to rid yourself completely?
I don't know. But that's not of importance anymore. Since I've been here, I've been trying to capture a wolf to extract his glands.
They're not rare in our forests. But tell me, Professor, have you ever experimented on yourself?
Once. I had to find out what it would be like for a normal human being. It was impossible to observe myself.
Would you mind showing me your right arm?
No, of course not. Yes, it's hurt. But I did not attack Priscilla.
A strange coincidence, don't you think? Before you arrived, there never was any talk about monsters in this town.
Then you think that I'm...
Professor, you said yourself that a person can be completely out of control during a crisis. How much does he remember afterwards?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even one sign remains of it. I assure you that this is what happens. Anyway, I must assure you of one thing. I hurt myself accidentally.
Professor, I want to believe every word of it, though it may not appear that way. But I advise you, however, to take great care. Perhaps you had better discontinue your experiment.
Absolutely not. Well, I can't. The life of a human being may depend on it.
And who might this be?
I don't know. You asked me to tell you about a lycanthropus. His sickness must have satisfaction. In the next transformation, he'll try again.
And you believe that if you manage to find a definite antidote, you'll probably save the life of that person. Then you know who the attacker is.
Well, if I should discover an antidote, I'm sure that this person would certainly want to be helped.
Sick or not, Professor, he'll be obliged to give himself up.
I'm a doctor. It's not fair to treat a lycanthropus like a murderer. If ever I'm successful in finding a cure, these poor victims could possibly begin to lead a normal life, like others.
Perhaps you're right, if you think murder won't bother his conscience.
If you should ever find out that I am the monster, I should like to be treated the same as you would like to be.
I understand you perfectly.
Hey, everybody!
Hi!
It's good. He's greeting them up nice.
We call that a whip high.
Greeting up. Hey, I've
Whip
been trying to capture a wolf and extract his glands.
Good luck with that.
Actually, I did that with a rabbit in our yard last year. I got one, I captured it, I extracted some glands. That was a lot of fun. I tell you what, people think that rabbits are calm creatures. You start extracting glands, they're not as friendly as you might think. Those teeth are not exactly dull, if you know what I'm saying.
They'll rip you.
Oh no, I actually had to have some plastic work done to, I had to...
Poor little buddy.
No, you're nice that way. Did you see that? Huh. You care, and that's one of the things I like about you, my friend. Is that you're a big caring, nice caring
Sometimes,
man?
too. Don't call me Karen.
No, I'm sorry. That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Sorry about that, Ruth.
Remember?
Yeah, I know the size of your astrological limbic. What is it called again? An astrometer. How did you ever
Astrometer.
How do you know it's called an astrometer?
I meter my astros.
That's
stuff.
nice. This is that super collider. This is what, and then it's going to start a bit of antimatter that's going to suddenly eat into the Earth.
Yes.
And destroy. People actually thought the Earth was going to be ended by that thing.
It's going to suck the Earth out a tiny particle at a time from the inside out.
Let me say, and even after that happens, Chiller Theater, right here. We'll be right here doing the same old deal, but funner and more interesting. You know what I mean? That's what we're saying this year. Chiller Theater. Funner and more interesting. That's what we're all about. All right, everybody, here we go. Go, now.
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread gives you 7 ounces of non-fat milk solids in every loaf, the equal of 90 quarts a year if you serve it regularly. Every sandwich you make, every snack, gives you extra milk. For wonderful flavor combined with sound food values, serve Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread in the pantry pack.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
He's still going over his material. I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. It's Chiller Theater. Did you find anything? You know, he's got this new neat clipboard attachment back here. He's all loving it, aren't you?
Yeah, he put the screw in the wall for me himself.
Oh, no, I
the
did.
talent.
Oh, yeah, I did the talent. Well, you're the talent, too.
They usually don't like to get their hands dirty.
Oh, you're the talent, too,
But he
though.
jumps right in there.
Oh, yeah, I'm a jumper.
He grabs a tool and he goes to it.
I'm a jumper, my
He goes
friend.
at it.
All right, what did you find on your clipboard? Anything of interest coming up here?
Nothing.
No? All right. I know we're all getting ready for taco burrito right about now, boy. This is the time of the night when it's like a taco burrito call. Look at them shake their heads. Look, everybody's smiling now. Yeah, they all got the shakes. Yeah, they held up his hand. He held up his hand. Oh, I got the taco burrito shakes. It's like walk over there and order the 68 tacos again. We're going to have to place an order real quick. All right, everybody. Thanks for being with us. We're going to go right back, and then you'll be back here soon talking the same stuff. Here we go.
That's impossible. Look there!
Where?
At the top of the stairs!
Walter, stop, or I'll shoot!
Girls, go back to the dormitory. This is nothing for you to see.
I said stop, or I'll shoot!
Watch out!
Walter! Oh, that reminds me. What flora will not break your fall? What? A face plant. Get it?
Well? There's nothing more to do.
He was the monster. He tried to kill Sandy.
Enough of that. Miss Leonora, get them all inside.
Go on, girls. Enough now. Go on inside.
Was he the monster?
Perhaps the monster never existed. Walter smothered the girl. Now, please, go on, Tommy.
I'm going to call the police.
All right.
Professor,
Priscilla.
what's happened?
Priscilla. It's terrible. Walter killed himself.
No.
It's true. Caught him by surprise fleeing from the dormitory. After he tried to kill one of the girls. Sandy.
Sandy?
Yes.
So Walter was the monster.
No. He couldn't be the monster.
But why not?
Why not?
Because Walter had a dog. And dogs can't stand the odor of wolves.
This is appalling, Sir Alfred.
Yes. It's like a compulsion I have here inside of me. And why am I like this? I don't know why. But I've never killed anybody. I've always paid. I've always paid for everything.
Those that seem the best sometimes commit the worst. You know you've killed Walter.
No. I only asked him to find the letters. I didn't know he'd be foolish enough to risk his life. You must help me.
By helping you, Miss Leonora and I were almost involved in this dirty scandal. If Miss Leonora and I had not discovered the letters, you would be in jail.
I'm innocent. If only Sheena was still alive.
But why?
Because Sheena, that night, when Mary was killed, she followed me. She saw who it was.
Don't invent these absurd stories. There's no need for it. I have no intention of denouncing you.
I haven't had a moment of peace since Sheena died. It's as if I had killed her with my own hands. If only I had the courage to kill myself. But Sheena knew. She knew.
If she knew, why didn't she speak up?
I don't know. Maybe she kept silent to blackmail me. She said that with one word, she could send me to the gallows.
Even the death of your own wife looks strange in the light of this story.
Strange? You think that
I'm not thinking anything. What are you going to do?
What will you do?
I asked you first.
Try to pay attention, jerkhole.
If you destroy me, you destroy yourself as well.
Go, Sir Alfred.
Why didn't you tell me about Sir Alfred?
Because I was afraid. I don't know much about you, Julian. You continue to have secrets. Julian, I know you're a medical doctor.
Ah. Well, then. You must also know that I'm a failure.
Julian, is one mistake really so bad?
Oh, no. But it's a battle, Priscilla. One cannot forget the past when it keeps following you. All right, let's go. There are more important things to be done now. Excuse us, Sir Alfred, but it's very important that we see you.
I'm sorry, but I don't have a lot of time to give you. Please.
Sir Alfred, I have a very delicate question to ask you. Let me assure you, I will tell no one of this visit.
But I don't understand, Professor Alcott. I have nothing to hide.
You're in bad trouble because of your relations with Mary Smith.
How dare you, sir?
The letters. Sir Alfred, that is not the point. I want to know exactly what happened that night you met with Mary in the woods.
Professor, are you accusing me? Do you have any proof?
I didn't say that. But I wondered if you'd come with me to the police.
The police?
Yes. I don't doubt your innocence. But there are some facts that have to be cleared up.
I don't have to defend myself. You're crazy if you think that
You
I
must
had...
believe me, don't worry. We don't want a scandal. I know. The facts are all against you right now. But if you have nothing to hide, why are you afraid?
All right. Perhaps I was wrong. So we had a relationship, but that's all there was to it. There's no reason to believe that I would murder her. Excuse me, will you a moment, please? I'll go get the letters, and you can see for yourself.
Well, what about him?
It's a possibility.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
We're back.
bye to Luciano Pagozzi because he's gone now.
Luciano Pagozzi. I wish I had a name like that, dude. You know?
Luciano Pagozzi.
You know what I mean? Because Ned the Dead, as catchy as that is, it's just kind of blah, sort of middle America. You know, there's so many dudes named
What's
Ned the
cool,
Dead.
though, you're in my address book under T.
Is it?
For The Dead.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Nice,
The Dead,
Ned.
comma Ned.
You know, there's a website where you can type your name in, and it'll show how many of you there are in America. It'll show how many of your first name, how many of your last name, and then how many of the combination. And not that many The Deads out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, even if you put it together and it's The Odded or whatever, it's still not... You know, it's like some, you know, I'm sure there's a couple of immigrants with the odded from somewhere, you know what I mean? But it's just not that many, you know what I'm saying?
Los Morte or
some
some derivation.
See, Los Morte, I'd like to be that. I am Ned Los Morte. Hello, pleased to meet you. I am Ned Los Morte. Welcome to tonight's movie. It is the story of the wolfman in the girls' dormitory, the werewolf. I am Ned Los Morte.
Ha!
Yeah. Hey, boy. I'm Ned Los Morte. You know, I can't do that one anymore. It makes me cough. My Mr. T actually hurts me. That is a bad sign for my life. Things are going awry.
Don't sprain yourself.
All right, I got to go have some throat work done. You go that way.
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Where are you going, my little one, little one? Where are you going, my baby, my own? Turn around and you're two. Turn around and you're four. Turn around and you're a young girl going out of the door. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and you're a young girl going out of the door. Where are you going, my little one, little one? Little dirndls and petticoats, where have you gone? Turn around and you're tiny, turn around and you're grown, turn around and you're a young wife with babes of your own. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and you're a young wife with babes of your own.
One little girl, one precious childhood, saved for years to come, in pictures. You can do it too. All it takes is a camera, Kodak film, and thoughtfulness.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
How you doing, friends? We're glad to have you back on the old Chiller Theater. Now, once again, we want to say, this is our spot. Spread the word.
Yeah.
If you're going to spread anything, have it be the word. Except for you. You can, whatever you choose, sweetheart. All right, no, only kidding. Only kidding. You know what, again, we get a little sassy here on the old program. I know, whatever. You know what? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever. I mean, I think, who's up now? You know what I'm saying? The people who are up, do you really think, there's worse stuff on the news now? You know what I mean? I think that we're just right in there. Just, don't you? Don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, well, go
Keeping
ahead.
it
now.
real.
No, that's, I
Keeping
think
it
that,
real.
hey, that's part of what our life should teach. Chiller Theater, we ought to keep it real, too.
We talk about things that people do and people are and people smell like, people eat, you know, keeping it real.
All at the same time in the same break, everybody. That's what we love to do. All right, everybody, go watch TV and then come and watch again. We love you.
It's almost like he's trying to talk. But what's he saying?
What's the usual guy stuff? You know, get me a beer, make me a sandwich.
Leonore. Leonore. My poor Leonore.
It's necessary to have a second injection.
I know.
Oh, darling, please, let us finish the cure now.
No. Better that you leave me like this. I wish that you hadn't been late that night.
I arrived too late. Probably at that moment, Mary was escaping in the woods and might well have seen me come here.
Don't have remorse now.
You don't know what I've done.
Leonore, you're thinking about Sheena Whiteman.
How did you know that?
Sir Alfred told me that Sheena knew who Mary's murderer was.
I was so frightened. She and Priscilla saw each other in the forest. I saw it through the window. Sheena must have seen you kill Mary that night. You must know I was forced to do it.
And she recognized me.
Yes.
Oh, all the bad I've done.
But we must fight back to save you, because without you, I don't exist.
Leonore, the second injection. You know I'm not a murderer. Watch out! Leonore! Get away from her! Get away from her! Leonore! I can't help you, Leonore! Get away from her, you filthy beast! Get away! Get away from her! Leonore! I can't help you! Get away! Leonore! Leonore! My darling! The key, Leonore. I'll kill you! Get away from me! You've killed my Leonore! I'm gonna beat your brains out! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Oh, murdering dog! I'll kill you! Kill! I'll kill you!
watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Look what's coming down the track. American Flyer, all aboard. It's something nifty, something new. The tracks are all mounted and wired, too. The scenery's painted and fits just so. Now, put on the train and away you go. To make a change, just shift them around. Snap them together, and in no time flat, you've got a brand new railroad.
Just like that.
American Flyer, all aboard. All wired and mounted. The scenery's complete. Put the train on the track. It's really neat. The American Flyer, all aboard. Complete with electric train, pre-wired tracks, transformer, all landscape, all ready to go. Years of fun for everyone with the American Flyer, all aboard by Gilbert.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Chiller Theater. Hi. Hi. All right, now that we've greeted you up nice, you know, there's been a lot of dog stuff in this that I'm not really liking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
sad.
no, I know.
Brutal.
I know, it's not. You know what? I took a cat in a couple of weeks ago to have the old neutering done. You know, and I had intended to do it myself, but they said that's not really acceptable now in society. So, you know, I took the cat into the vet. Now, you know, first of all, neutering in the old days, as I recall, it wasn't like $35 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $275, $300 to have a cat neutered. Now, I think I could have myself neutered for under $300, okay? Now, you go and look at the sheet, and it listed all the stuff that blood panel. This is a cat now, right? We're going to go, and we're going to neuter the cat, and send the cat home, and then the cat's going to have a great life. But no, first now we got to get the blood panel, because we have to know what its blood gases are, and its CDC, and its FG, and it's, you know, maybe if the cat might get diabetes 15 years from now, and all this other stuff. What is the world coming to, dude? What is the world coming? Why does it cost $285 to have a cat neutered?
Poor little Niblet.
Well, I know. I feel sorry for Niblet and the twin Niblets that are now just nibs. They're just, the let has been taken away because there ain't no letting going on because they're not going to let you. So they're just nibs. What?
You must have known it was Walter. You were with him that night in the guardhouse.
So what? And now?
Listen to that story. Tell us, Pris, is it because you're making time with the professor that you're being so very uppity about it? Don't listen to her, please.
Miss Leonore will not be with you this morning. She had to leave for reasons of her own. You may stay in the park this morning, and tomorrow you'll attend the funeral of Walter. Silence! You have no right to judge others, much less when they are dead. Judgment is for God alone.
Be calm. After all, he got what he deserved.
No!
Get away! Get away from here!
Get back here! Wolf!
death of his master might have affected him. A beast sometimes is especially sensitive.
It's true. Perhaps he feels guilty of Walter's death. I'm going now.
Wolf! Wolf! What are you doing? Leave me alone. Wolf, where are you taking me? What are you looking for?
What are you doing here?
There. Over in the woods. It's terrible. It's
What's
terrible.
happened? What have you seen?
I've seen a corpse. It's Walter.
What are you saying to me? You're imagining things.
No, I've seen it. It's not my imagination. The dog led me to it. Wolf.
The dog.
I followed him and he took me into the woods. At a certain place he began to dig and uncovered something. It was Walter.
You're still in shock from that night. Come inside. I'll get you something to drink. All right. I'll go and phone the police. But if they find nothing again this time, come in.
But if the body of Walter is buried in the woods, who could be buried in the cemetery? Mr. Swift? Mr. Swift, what are you doing? Can't you hear me?
Leonore. I've killed again.
You haven't killed Priscilla. I shot you. I had to.
It's better this way. Without Leonore, I don't want to live. She was with me always. She tried her best. But it's no use now. I murdered Mary Smith in the woods. I went out and killed her. I don't remember. I hoped it could be cured. I followed your research. I begged Benson to send you. Leonore is in Walter's grave. We buried in the cemetery. May God forgive me.
Well, now it's finished.
The moon. It was a nightmare for me.
I know. Now the nightmare is past.
It's Chiller Theater.
Hi.
Hey, we're happy to see you. We thank you for watching tonight. Once again, we want you to join us in thanking our fine sponsors. We are indebted to our sponsors. We live to make their lives better and your lives better, even at the expense of our own horrible lives.
And good for you. You found us.
That's right, everybody.
You tracked us down.
That's all right.
We knew you could.
That's right, everybody. So pay attention and enjoy future week's shows. We got movie after movie coming up, as is our custom here on the old Chiller Theater. So we'd like to say, friends, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the Werewolf, right? Right about that? I know.
Yes.
My hand is just a meat pellet.
Oh.
I've just beaten it into a meat pellet. It is a hanging, horrible meat pellet. It is. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week. Right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Or what? We love you.
Thanks for watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Remember to check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.